You ever just felt like not doing anything? Not because you're lazy, just mentally, you're not there. As a photographer or videographer or any one-man business, you can't afford to be sad and depressed. It'll happen. It'll happen. You just can't afford it. Imagine a client is paying you $50,000 to film their wedding. And the day before that, something tragic happened in your life to where your mental health declined. It's to the point where you don't even want to look at a camera. But the $50,000 is already in your account. So what are you gonna do? You see where it gets complicated? On one hand, you're allowed to be depressed and go through emotions because you're human. It's natural. But on the other hand, you still have a obligation to maintain your business to a higher standard. So when those two things come in conflict, how do you progress? How do you move forward? Well, good thing I'm here because I'm gonna teach you guys 3 ways to get over a depressive state. I'm not a doctor, by the way. Number 1, you have to stay off social media. Our brain naturally gets tired after being consumed by so many useless information. It gets fatigued and it collapses into like a depressive state. See, this is why I probably would never go on TikTok. Because when you go on TikTok, you never just watch one video. It's a constant scroll. And before you realize, it's been like 3 hours of you scrolling to useless information. So me and a friend went to a bar the other day and he was telling me a story about how he likes to watch turtle racing, which is cool. Whatever, right? It came to the end of the night, we said our goodbyes, and I got home and I was so mentally fatigued. And I'm like, why am I so tired? Come to find out, that turtle story tired me out. You see, our brain is like a sponge. Every day it's soaking up content. And every once in a while, you have to drain it. Number 2. When I was a kid, whenever I feel down, I would pick up my basketball and walk 5 miles to the basketball court and stay there for like 10, 12 hours, doing pickup games, having shoot-arounds, basically in my own zone. It would be to the point where I would stay at the basketball court for so long, my mom would have to call me and say, hey, where are you? You've been at the basketball court for 10 hours. Come home. And I would get in trouble for it. At that time, I thought it was just me having fun and playing basketball. But now, looking at it as an adult, it was my coping mechanism. Because basketball is where I escape to feel good. And to this day, I'm glad I picked up basketball instead of anything that would harm me, like drugs. So what's your coping mechanism? What do you do when you're at your lowest point? Besides your career, what do you do? Is this someone you talk to? Finding a place where you can escape is extremely crucial to content creator, business people, or anybody that's running a business. Extremely crucial. Like, I live in Wisconsin. Whenever I feel like I'm draining creatively, I would take a drive all the way to Chicago and go to like a museum. Just something I've never done before. Every time I'm down, do something I've never done before. It works for me, and I'm pretty sure it worked for you guys. And lastly, food. This one is pretty self-explanatory. You can't gobble down a double cheeseburger and expect to be productive. Do better. Hello, Wisconsin! Oh, almost forgot. So I created an email for all my content creators, my business people, my college students. It's for whoever's down and wants someone to talk to. I'm not gonna promise you that I'll check it every single day, but when I do check it, I will reach back out and then we can have a conversation. So don't abuse it. And I'm out. Hello, Wisconsin! I'm stupid.